Hey y'all, it's your girl Miss Juicy. We on time tonight. Yes. Okay. Hey everybody, come on in. Tell a friend. Juicy Tales and Erotic Chat is about to go down tonight. Yes. I'm broadcasting live from my bed because it's freaking cold. My office is way too cold to sit in to talk to you guys tonight. So, smell hair. Oh. Oh, she's back. She's drinking chocolate wine. Got some hair in my lip gloss. We don't want that. Hey, Nathan. Did you get snow? Because I feel let down by the weather people. I do. I was like hoping for like a winter wonderland here in Cleveland, and I feel like they got all my hopes up and just dashed them all. That's what I feel. Come on in, tell a friend, join us tonight. Let us know where you're from. Tonight. We want to shout out the cities that are tuning in, especially if you digging out. If you digging out from the Clipper, digging out, let us know. I'm just having some fun. Hi, Lorenzo. Mwah. Last week you were digging out. I know this snow has been so cuckoo. It's just like not been consistent for us. It's cold though. It is cold here in Cleveland. I will say that much. tell a friend, come on in, come on in. I know I'm watching on my iPad. I'm watching on my iPad. Monday Night Football, y'all. Watching on my iPad. Wonder why. Come on, brownies. Tell everybody, come on in, tell a friend. Tell a friend, join us tonight. We got a hot topic. We got special guests. Oh, we got it all going on tonight. I don't have my co-host with me tonight. One got called in to work, and one is on hiatus. So, but we're gonna manage. Let us know where you're from. Let us know if you're new. We like to welcome you. Welcome. Got some nice hip hop chill music tonight. Yes. Well, welcome everyone to Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. I am your hostess with the mostest, Ms. Juicy, and I want to welcome all of you all to a wonderful, marvelous Monday on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We got a hot topic tonight for you guys. So definitely get your pen and paper ready, because not only are we going to have a good time, we have a special guest that will be joining us shortly. So as a matter of fact, right on cue. Okay, right on cue. Look at this. I mean, when I say right on cue, girl, look at my beauty.
Hey, girl.
Hey, baby. I want to hug you.
My background song. Hold on. I ain't realized all this was going on.
Oh, girl, take your time. Y'all see my beauty. Y'all see her. Yes.
Jesus. A
little
bit. Okay.
Look at my gorgeous mama. Girl, I'm in the bed, honey. Okay.
I need to be in the bed.
My office is too cold right now. I can't even I'm like, no, never mind. We're gonna be right here.
This one. Hold on. Let me try to get my little background together. Hold on.
Okay, she's gonna get her background together, y'all. She's gonna move some stuff. Girl, that dress is cute.
Thank you.
Monday Night Football. We are. Oh, wait a minute. How did they get 21? Wait a minute. What happened? Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyway. Well, hello, my gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Virtual hugs. Oh, I haven't seen you and I miss you. Oh,
I know. We're supposed to be together.
I know. You know what we are going to be? We're going to be doing some more stuff. A lot of things are coming down the pipeline. I'm very excited about 2025. But let me just tell y'all, my week has been weekend, y'all. My car's down. It just has been. And my mechanic, my car never goes down while he's in town. It waits until he's gone for a week.
Of course.
And then it goes down. I'm like, I asked him, I said, what did you do to my car? What have you done to my car? What is the problem here? So hopefully I'll be up and running by the end of the week, but before the end of the week. So just pray for my baby. My baby is.
I know.
She just needs.
My car didn't start this morning either, so I get it. It's cold. Yes.
Nathan, he said your background looks pretty good. I don't know if you were looking at the background or you were looking at her butt. So which was it, baby?
No.
Right.
Well, thank you. I got to get it all together because this is not how it's supposed to be. But I'm gonna get it together.
It's okay. It is okay. We're gonna have you back on. We're gonna have
yes, ma'am.
And we are just kicking this off with Miss Angel. For y'all that don't know, okay, I don't know how you don't know, but For any of you that had lived under a damn rock, okay? For the past 10 years at least. Oh, look in the background, y'all. Look in the I have the expert in the house. I bow down to this queen. I do. I bow down to this queen. I got skills, but I ain't got skills like this. Every time, if she having a class, I'm in the front row with my notebook and trying to figure how did she do that again? What
Yes.
the little swirly, I can't do the swirly, but anyway, I just yeah.
Mhm.
If you have lived under a rock and you don't know who the grapefruit lady is, you're
I'm
stupid.
still here. I am still here.
Girl, we you about to have a resurgence when I get done with you.
Yes.
A resurgence. So we have Auntie Angel in the house tonight, y'all. Give it up for my
Oh,
beautiful queen.
thank you.
I'm so excited to have her with us, and I'm so humbled to have her as well, because now it used to be a time when we was in Chicago, she would be teaching a class and I would be coming in to set up toys, or I would be tearing down
Yes.
toys and
Yes.
she would be coming in to do
Yes.
so
Yes.
she
You was
she
my prelude. You was my prelude for the bang bang.
there were times, y'all. I'm like, is this a good crowd? Is she
Yes.
so we've had many a year going back and forth, and then I was honored to have her at our very first Ebony Erotic experience,
Yes.
and my brother is still traumatized.
He's not traumatized. He is changed.
Okay, okay. He is
That's what I bring.
forever.
I bring change forever.
Forever and ever. Because I have pictures, and the look on his face, it's
I know it's like
it was so priceless.
like
It
I
was
want that. I want that. I want that.
I'm gonna send you those pictures because his face is like, and I mean, we got a lot of them too. I'm like, you could tell. I'm like, dude, really?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So she did a demonstration at EEE that just pretty much rocked the house, and so we definitely are going to have her back for our future EEE in Indianapolis. I'm actually going to look at the location, y'all. So we getting this done early.
Yes.
I'm going to look at the location in a couple of weeks while I am back in Indianapolis for the holidays. They are welcoming us right now with open arms. We are very excited to be in this new facility. And so we're getting it together. EEE will be. Hey, cat. Hey, girl.
Hey, boo. University in the house.
Yo. Meow. Yeah, we're gonna definitely be doing this again. Definitely coming up in 2025. I don't care. I'm making it happen. It's going down. It's going down. So I'm very, very excited.
Yes.
And Angel is on the ticket. She's been very gracious in light of everything that I have gone through here. Being back in Cleveland has just like, okay, what happened to Cleveland? I mean, this is where I started my life, and all of a sudden it's like a prude city. I'm like, what the hell? So
and I because by me starting this so many years ago in Chicago, it was like a roar. Everyone was all ready for the new sexuality and the breakthrough. And now there's so many bans on everything. People are they're different. It's like you have to go underground, way underground, to just be your own person, to be sexual and to even have the conversation. And I'm not understanding why, because people are still having sex.
And hey, Moses, yeah, and I'm finding the same thing here, and it's like, are we reverting? Are we going backwards? What are we doing? I mean, because pretty much I say it all the time. Everybody wasn't born in a test tube, y'all.
No.
You were somebody has sex, okay? And it
I
might
mean,
not
all the way through from the beginning to the end,
have
right?
been, and it may not have been great sex, but but somebody stuck a dick in, okay? It's what happened.
And somebody exploded and somebody got pregnant. Yes. Yeah.
Exactly.
And
So,
we want to make that experience better so it
mhm.
can be pleasurable instead of traumatic or just something to do, because sex is beautiful. God created it and I have mastered it.
Yes, yes. And once again, I bow down to the queen. I bow down to the I'm a queen in my own right, but y'all,
Yes.
sometimes
We all are. We all are.
you gotta recognize the other queens in the room. You just have to. And I'm very happy to have Miss Cat, another queen, in
Yes.
the house tonight with us. Hello, Moses. Love you
Yes.
guys.
Yes.
And thank you guys for tuning in. We got definitely a hot topic we're going to get to in just a second.
Yes.
But we also know that I got to do the football scores. Everybody knows we do the football scores on Monday night. So we are football girls. Right now, the Browns are getting their butt beat. I don't understand what happened, but we're 21-10 on
Okay.
Thursday night. It is halftime right now, or just about halftime, it looks like. But it is now 21-10 Broncos. So
Okay.
Browns, get your act together, okay? Bears and the Lions. It looks like the Lions squeaked it out over the Bears 23-20. The
Yes.
Bears are 4-8 and the Lions are 11-1. Go Detroit.
Yes. I'm here now.
You hear that? You had the best of both worlds in that game.
Oh, I do. I do.
You're the best of both worlds in that one. We got next to Giants and the Cowgirls or Cowboys, however you'd like to call them. The Cowboys won 27-20 over the Giants. The Giants are 2-10, and the Cowgirls are 5-7. The Dolphins and the Packers, looks like the Packers beat the Dolphins 30-17. Your Dolphins are 5-7. Your Packers are 9-3. Raiders and the Chiefs. Ooh, looks like the Chiefs squeaked it out. I know that they are they have clinched a playoff spot. Damn it! But we gotta love the Kelsey brothers. They went to my high school, so yay! Shout out to the Kelseys. 19-17 is the final score. Your Raiders are 2-10. Chiefs are 11-1. Chargers and Falcons. Looks like the Chargers beat the Falcons 17-13. Your Chargers are 8-4. Your Falcons are 6-6. Steelers and the Bengals. Oh, damn it. Ooh, the Steelers beat up on the Bengals after they lost in the Snow Bowl. So they took it out on the Bengals 44-38. The Steelers are 9-3. The Bengals are 4-8. Texans and the Jaguars. The Texans beat the Jaguars 23-20. The Texans are 8-5. The Jaguars are 2-10. Cardinals and the Vikings. Looks like the Vikings squeaked it out over the Cardinals 23-22. Vikings are 10-2. Uh-oh, they looking pretty good this year, y'all. And your Cardinals are 6-6. Colts and the Patriots. Tough score here. Very close. Colts pulled it out 25-24 over the Patriots. Colts are 6-7. Patriots are 3-10. Yay! Seahawks and the Jets. And the Jets beat. Oh no! I'm sorry. The Seahawks beat the Jets 26-21. Your Seahawks are now 7-5. The Jets are 3-9. Titans and the Commanders. Looks like the Commanders whooped the Titans' ass 42-19. Titans maybe should have sent in the players and not the cheerleaders. I don't know what happened there. So your Titans are 3-9 and your Commanders are 8-5. Buccaneers and the Panthers. Buccaneers pulled it out 26-23. Your Buccaneers are 6-6. Panthers are 3-9. Rams and the Saints. Rams are 21. Saints are 14. Your Rams are 6-6. Your Saints are 4-8. The Eagles and the Ravens. Look, the Battle of the Birds. Looks like the Eagles beat the Ravens. Yay! 24-19. Your Eagles are 10-2. The Ravens, who, of course, if you're from Cleveland, you don't like, are 8-5. 49ers and the Bills. That was the Snow Bowl last night. All right. Okay. They got the snow that missed Cleveland. So the Bills beat the 49ers in the Snow Bowl number 2, 35-10. 49ers they're 5 and 7, and obviously cannot play in the snow. And the Bills were out making Angels, and they are now 10-2. So yeah, those are your scores. Yeah, it was great. It was great football this week, and
Yeah.
I love me some football. But what can we say?
Yeah. I like balls.
Okay, y'all heard that.
Basketballs, football, soccer balls, all those.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm Sure thing. Let's clean that up, shall we? No, just kidding.
Right.
Oh, we okay. We are not regulated.
I
Okay.
know. I love it. I
Not
love it. I miss
regulated.
it. So, yes.
Hello, Romeo. Touchdown Browns. What? We got a touchdown? Okay, thank you. Nathan, keep me on point. We are now, it's 21-17 right now. Okay, 21-17. It's about to go into halftime. We ain't got there yet. They got 3 seconds left. So let's go, dogs. All righty. So tonight, guys, we have the beautiful Auntie Angel in the house, and we are talking tonight about ED, erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
And this is a topic that is very near and dear to my heart. It's one of the things that I am going to be I would like to say I'm going to be an expert on, but I'm not a man. So, but I am going to learn everything that I can to help my men, especially those of you suffering from ED, or you know someone that's suffering from ED. And hey, Tyrone. And we want to help you guys as much as we can naturally, number one. Yes, there are drugs out there that can help with ED, but let's talk about some natural things, and let's talk about what actually ED is, okay?
Okay.
So everybody that's on my show knows me. I'm very much about let's have definitions.
Yeah.
Let's make
Yes.
sure we have clear, concise communication.
Yes.
So let us start with what ED actually is so that you all can understand. And I'm going to read you all a definition. Erectile dysfunction is a condition in which a person is unable to get or keep an erection firm enough to satisfactory sexual intercourse, to satisfy sexual intercourse. It can be short-term or long-term problem and can be related to various factors such as vascular, neurologic, psychological, and hormonal disorders.
Yes.
So that everybody understands, ED has several different ways that it can affect you. And the effects can be detrimental to your relationship, to your psyche, to your self-esteem. And it's something in a lot of cases, it's something that can be reversed. And I don't think we talk about that enough.
Right.
In your field, which you work a lot in, you talk to women a lot about pleasuring their partner, their male partners.
Right.
Are there tricks that you teach for ED? Are there things that you can tell ladies that they might be able to do in order to aid their partner?
So we all know that it can be several different things. It can be blood pressure. It can be his diet, diabetes, stress, a mental block. So I tell women first, let's go to the doctor to figure out where your man stands when it comes to erectile dysfunction, right? Because I know a lot of men who have hard jobs, mentally, they just can't get there, right? So I tell women first, relieve a lot of your man's stress. Baths, massages, things of that nature. But when it comes to the actual sex itself, it is very disappointing when he gets halfway there and then it gets all the way back down there, right? And then it becomes a problem for women mentally because now she thinks it's her. I'm
Mhm.
not turning him on. He's not sexually pleased by me. And everybody has to stop the name blame. It's not your fault or his. It's a collective of maybe both. Um, now, even though I don't really promote a lot of medication, there is a product that I do tell people that they should get for male and female. Have you ever heard of Liarginine?
Yes.
Okay. Liarginine is an amino acid. It our
Yeah.
bodies produces it. You can actually purchase it at any store, Walgreens, and what it does, it actually opens up the blood vessels
Mhm.
because the part of with when it comes to erectile dysfunction is there not enough blood getting into the his penis, correct? So Liarginine actually helps open up the blood flow so his penis can become more erect, stays harder, and can expand. Women can use it as well. It makes the clitoris more sensitive, it swells, and it makes it more the orgasm more intense. So I've learned in fellatio that sometimes you only need to tickle a few spots to actually get them there. One is prostate manipulation. A lot of men are very nervous of that, but it does help to clear out everything that's in the urethra. So it gives him another chance to also keep an erection. You ever milked your man? Okay. For those who do not know what milking the prostate means, it's actually you placing your finger or device inside his rectum to manipulate his prostate. The prostate is 1 to 3 inches inside his rectum. It usually feels like an almond. He lays on his back, he lifts up his legs. You can use some gloves or a condom, put your finger in, and you press, release, press, release. He will actually have an orgasm. Now, a lot of people say, well, what does that have to do with erectile dysfunction? You want to break down every possibility that can stop this. Now, a lot of men may not go for that. So we're going to go to the second part, right? Because a lot of
Right.
men are very, I'm not gay. And I do want people to understand what the definition of gay means. You want sexual pleasure from the same partner,
Sex. Right.
same sex. If I'm giving you pleasure, I do not look nothing like a man. So if I'm tickling your fancy, that is pleasure, not gay. Okay, so anyway, let me back. So anyway, number two, you can still manipulate the prostate with fisting, not putting your fist inside his anus, but actually fisting his prostate through the perineum. That is the area between the rectum and the testicles. That area is adjacent to the prostate. What actually, when you actually manipulate, it still gives him that same sensation, which actually will make his penis erect. Now, I like the three combos. My three combos is manipulating the penis, manipulating the testicles, and manipulating the prostate at the same time. This way, it gives him a higher chance of keeping an erection because you're manipulating so many different things, and his mind is so confused that he's loving the pleasure, right? So, for me, those are things that really do help. And I've told women. So, again, number one, I tell people what? Go to the doctor, fill out what the underlying issue may be. If you don't find any medical issues, it could also be a mental thing because work for men is extremely stressful. Women, take away the stress, give your man all the peace. And then now we're going to go straight to liarginine, which can actually open up the blood vessels. And then you have to just dedicate yourself and praise the penis.
So thank you, Nathan. I'm happy that you found out that, yeah, it does. It is one of the things that you can do. And
Yeah.
I'm very okay. I'm a double-edged sword, guys,
Okay.
because I am a health education major.
Right.
And I do believe in some medicines. I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
However, I also continue to research and learn.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a lot of holistic things that you can do, folks, besides take Viagra and Cialis.
Yes.
And for you young gentlemen that are out there taking Viagra and Cialis, and they tell you not to take Viagra and Cialis, please stop because you are
Exactly.
ruining your chances down the line.
Yeah. Yep.
There are side effects to a lot of the drugs that are out there. And also, please remember this. Hi, Steve. Hi, baby. Hi, Romeo. He said, I wasn't expecting all this
I
information.
I see.
I
Information
told y'all, get your
seeker.
pen and paper ready. We ready tonight, honey. I
Yeah.
got the queen in the house. I'm not playing on this topic. I am not playing on this topic because my black men, look, let me tell you why I wanted to do this topic so badly. You know, I set up with toys all the time. I vend, I go places, I'm da 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 here, there, and everywhere. And like I'm on the motorcycle set scene. I'm at different types of swinger events.
Mhm.
I set up wherever I can set up at. And next year I'm back on the road, everybody. I'm back out there. I wasn't out there that much this year, but I am back next year. So book me early. I'm already booking. Okay. So here's the thing. I get men that walk by my table. Number one, I don't know why the hell you're intimidated by a piece of plastic, but okay, I
Yeah.
get it. Um,
Yeah.
and they'll say to me, "Oh, she don't need that. She got me." And I have to remind them,
Yeah.
"Baby, I know what's on my table. I'm not looking at it. She just did." So, you can enhance the romance or
Right.
you can be in a dream world.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm not the one looking at the table. And the thing of it is what I noticed, what I so noticed is there were so many men with, they look like they're anywhere from 6 to 9 months pregnant, saying all of these things. And I'm an empath and I can sense the insecurity in what you're saying. And I can understand why you're saying what you're saying because of the weight that you're carrying.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're going to have, and the fact that I can hear you trying to catch a breath. You got to
Yeah.
be able to breathe to have sex, y'all.
Yeah. Longevity, at least.
Mm-hmm.
First 5 minutes, you're down.
Right. 2 minute brother. 2 minute brother. So this is not to knock anybody, but it's to try to
Right.
help you gentlemen, especially I'm trying to help my men.
Yeah.
I'm trying to help us. Now
Yeah.
I can help everybody, but I'm trying to help us.
Yeah.
You cannot keep eating incorrectly. And I've had to learn this myself.
Exactly.
I got away from nutrition. I'm back in nutrition. I am finding a lot of things that um, you can utilize. And for those of you that know my journey right now, becoming a certified clinical sexuality coach, you know that I'm in Dr. Rachel's. Uh,
Yes,
I'm
Dr.
in. Who's she killing me? But
I love it.
I,
No.
I I love her, and I love that she mixes um, real live MD stuff with also holistic ways that you could try
Yeah.
first before you necessarily. I do agree, go to the doctor, find out what the underlying problems are. If the underlying problems are high blood pressure, obesity, those are two of the major things right there,
And diabetes.
and diabetes, thank you.
Yes.
um, those are three things that can be altered and changed
Yeah.
through diet and exercise.
Yep.
Those two simple things.
Yep.
Instead of parking your car as close as you can, park your car a little further away.
There
If
you
you can
go.
go up a flight of stairs, take a flight of stairs.
Yeah.
If you know, take the elevator up, just start in doing it a little at a time.
Yeah.
um if you don't have a gym to go to, honey, stairs, going up and down some stairs,
Yep.
walking up a hill and down a hill.
Yeah.
If you can only get halfway the first time, that's fine. Go as far as you can go, turn around and come back. The
Yeah.
next day, go again. Go as far as you can go, turn around and come back.
Yeah.
But the object is you have to get out there and get moving in order for your blood to start to circulate again.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have to get out, and we have to do better in our society with food. I am going on my 4th year. I do not eat meat.
Oh wow.
I went cold turkey. Now, I admit I have my cheat day. My cheat day might be a little turkey because I can't, my body has changed so much. I
Mhm.
can't, chicken makes my stomach hurt. Beef makes my stomach hurt. Pork makes my stomach hurt. So I don't eat it.
Oh wow.
I can do fish and I can do my fish and all that kind of stuff. So I've changed that. I've changed a lot. I go to a lot of fresh vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to even frozen vegetables, because there's preservatives in these things.
Right.
I went back to reading labels, guys. Read your labels.
Yes.
Read your portion sizes. That's coming from the person that cooks. We have a tendency to get a bag of chips and it says it's 310 calories, but there's 2 servings. We
Yeah.
eat the whole bag of chips. You've already just had 620 calories. And let's say you
I'm
want
guilty.
to, all of us are. All of us are. And I call it hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
They put the nutritional, that's one thing. My friend from Barbados, they don't do the same things in that country that they do here. Like he
Hmm.
watched a commercial with the drugs, you know how they tell you it may cause this, and death.
Right.
He's like, he said, what? They don't do that on the TV there.
Yeah.
I said, well, here it's the law.
Yeah.
I said, so, and the same thing is true for the nutritional value that's on your packaging, as well as your ingredients, guys. If you're looking at a bag of beans and it says the first ingredient is the ingredient that is the most prevalent, and if it's not beans and it's water or it's
All right.
something else before beans, maybe don't buy that one. Find something else where beans is number one. Number
Yeah.
one. So a lot of things you can change your diet. Oh, there's Robert. I just talked about him from Barbados. We got Barbados in the house.
Wow.
We're
Hey,
international.
Barbados.
We're internationally known here.
Internationally known. Step into the microphone. No.
We got Barbados in the house,
All
and
right.
he's like he says no, they do not. They
Yeah.
do not do the same thing that we do here in the United States.
Yeah.
So we have an opportunity to do the right thing. Sometimes we don't. Guilty.
Yeah. We all are.
Guilty.
And
But
we
we
don't see it until we get older. Because when
Mhm.
you're younger, you never think it's going to happen to you. Oh, that's not going to happen to me. I'm young, I'm strong, I'm healthy. But as we age, everything changes. And it's till that happens, then you say, oh, wait, what do I do? And then that's when they go seek help instead of preventing.
Right. And the prevention part of it is something that I hope that I will be able to talk more about down the
Mhm.
lines, because I have a lot of information that I've been learning and talking to people about. And like I said, one of them, of course, is diet, is exercise. And I'm gonna mention, I want to mention a few foods, and we've talked a little bit about nitric acid is very important.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, nitric oxide is very important um, to helping you with your blood flow, gentlemen. Once again, remember, we're a lot of this is about blood flow. A lot of ED is just that you're not getting healthy blood flow
Yeah.
to the penis. So you can do small things, you can do big things, you can do things that are natural,
Hmm.
as opposed to always trying to do something where you have to take a pill. Um, and you would be surprised um, the turnaround you can have. And I'm just going to name a few, because there's a lot of great foods that you can go with that are high in nitric oxide. So beets, if you like beets, I like beets. Beet juice, guys. There's some beet juice out here. Once again, read your ingredients. Make sure beets is number one, and
Hmm.
make sure it doesn't have a lot of sugar. Fructose. Fructose is sugar.
Yes.
Okay. It should say beets and water. That's
Or
basically.
fresh beets.
Mhm. You can do garlic, fresh garlic. Sam's just had a sale on a big, huge bag of fresh garlic. I just got some. Um, your meat can be poultry and seafood. Um, Dark chocolate, actually the cacao powder, um, is really something that I'm about to start trying. Just I'm ordering it. Actually I'm picking it up tomorrow. The cacao powder, it's basically like it's cocoa, but it's cocoa in its raw form, and there's no sweetener. If you want to sweeten it a little bit, you would use like your natural honey, all natural honey, as opposed to sugars and syrups, and that's not the natural form of cacao. Are there any other foods that you would recommend, Angel?
I know more foods of how to change the taste more than with ED. But I do know of some exercises that men can do
Okay,
to
okay.
help. So, for instance, for a longevity of an erection. Hold on, because I think I need to go live for this one. This one's I need to go live. This is something they need to hear. Okay, hold on. Let me. Okay, so
Hey,
for exercises that can help longevity of an erection is super simple. As you get an erection, take a wet towel. You can make it as wet as you want or as dry as you want, but I suggest have a little wetness to it and actually place it on the penis. And actually use your pelvic muscles to actually take that towel and go up and down. It actually helps to strengthen it to give you more longevity and it keeps your erections up as well. Because just like women, we do Kegels. We keep it. Men can do them as well, but they don't have the concept of it. This actually kind of forces them to do that as well. Of course, everything you said with diet, exercise, but this is something that goes straight to the penis for exercise. And I've heard, because I don't have a penis, that it actually works very, very well. It's something I've been trying to tell my boyfriend to do. He don't really have them issues, so I'm not trying to put his business out there, but I
mm-hmm.
want to keep it that way. So I got a lot of little wet towels around the house. I'd be like, just pick up one of them towels, bro.
Hey, guinea pigs are us. That's
Because you know what? You have to figure out how to teach people, and you got to, it's trial and error.
yeah.
That's how Angel came about. Trial and error.
Ah,
Yeah, master, right? Same thing with that. So, but the things that you said with the what you call it? Chloric oxide. What's the foods that need it?
the nitric oxide.
Nitric oxide. That is
Mhm.
something I most definitely will incorporate in my teachings to teach
Yeah.
women as well because they're the ones that sometimes prepare the food. So you can also help your mate when it comes to preparing his meals. Like I said, I tell women about the liarginine. They have it where you didn't have to taste it. You can sprinkle over his food and just be mixing it and feeding it to him. He has no
Mhm.
idea if he's someone who doesn't want to take a pill, but that's the same thing. Beets and all those different things as well. I love dark chocolate, but we need men to be way more healthier and make better choices, not just for them, for us.
Right.
Like that,
Right.
I have a colleague. I'm not putting her name out there. She doesn't even have on my page, but she was like, her husband has erectile dysfunction. It is just like this. But he still wants her to perform. He still feels everything. He
Mhm.
still has an orgasm. But she can do nothing with that. Once he's done, he's done. She's just still there. And that is very hardening for a woman who's in her sexual prime. Your sexual performance, men, helps us to stay to a certain mindset in our sexuality and our we want sex just as much as you. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm saying. So it's stop being selfish and think that, oh, I don't need to worry about that. It's We don't need to have sex anymore, I'm good. No, yes we do,
Yeah.
because I don't want to go outside the relationship.
And I decided that I want to die where he has to say, well, how did she die? And that he has to say, on top of me. That's where he has to say on top of me. That's what I want right there.
I
I want to
know.
right.
Yeah.
That's me. That's
Yeah.
me.
Now it's so funny because like my boyfriend was like, "Oh, I want to die on the water," because he's a fisherman. Now we've had some moments where I had to go to the ER. He sent me to the ER,
Oh my God.
And if I'm a go, I know. And they all came into the room looking at him like, wow, who is he? Look at them green eyes. What you do, sir? So it's kind of like, if I'm gonna go out, I want to go out with a bang.
That's the
That's
way
the kind
I'm
of bang I
going.
want to go out with, okay?
That's how I want to go. That's how I want to
But I
go.
need to keep it going for him to do it. So he needs to be watching the
Exactly.
show.
Exactly.
There you go.
And it's super important, everyone, to understand that also ED can lead to violence. Um, Especially when men don't know exactly what to say, what's going on with their bodies at that time.
Mhm.
Because sometimes some men just don't understand what erectile dysfunction is. Some men
Exactly.
are in denial about
Yes.
erectile dysfunction.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they can take it out on their partner, and it can become violent.
Yeah.
Um, and that's unfortunate. It can be, and then also it can be physically abusive. It can become mental abusive,
Yes.
abuse, excuse me, psychological abuse.
Yeah.
And it's all because he may be feeling some sort of way about
Yeah.
himself and not want to um, recognize this. And I want to say this to my men, because we have a lot of men on here tonight, and I'm so proud of y'all for joining in.
Yeah.
um I want to say this to you all. We should all stop listening to what the past has told us that we're supposed to do or be at a certain age. It's all bullshit.
I know.
It is all bullshit. I'm 61 years old. There ain't a damn thing wrong with my libido.
Come on, neither am I. The older I get, the better it gets.
Exactly.
Look, I'm ready for the movie. I'm ready for this to be over. Like, come on now.
I'm just ready for him to get in the state. That's all.
Yes.
Just get in the state.
Yes.
I'll meet you at the state line. But
Look, I moved to a whole new state. Okay.
right. So please don't think that fellas that
Yeah.
I want to also mention the penis is a muscle. Okay, it is a muscle. And if you don't use it, you lose it. That's how you lose it. It's not using it.
Yeah.
By thinking, okay, well, I'm 60. I ain't got to do it that much no more. Let me tell you the I'm sure that Angel can also echo or tell the advantages.
Yeah.
What are the advantages do you feel are the advantages of men that can still perform in their older years?
So, one thing that a lot of people do not know, I'm gonna go back live again because I realize that we've got some good tea. I need these people to see the tea.
Mm-hmm.
So men, prostate cancer, orgasms, they all kind of go hand in hand, and a lot of people don't realize that, right? So there's 365 days a year. A man should have at least 230 orgasms a year. So that can be every day, twice a day, masturbation, sex, or whatever. The more he ejaculates, 60% he is cutting down the chances of him having prostate cancer. The more he ejaculates, the more. And now we want it to be, of course, healthy. We don't want to be a violent type of ejaculation. Let's be clear, right? This is with your partner or yourself. But the more you ejaculate, the healthier your penis and your body can be. Because people don't realize, well, men, when you have an orgasm, it goes from your testicles to your prostate, what gives the color and the texture, and then comes through the urethra. So if your prostate is not working well, you can have a lot of issues as well when it comes to your erection. So prostate, you have to get those tests. You got to make sure. And I know men's like, oh, I don't want to get bent over. Someone's going to at some point in time have to do it, because that is a horrible way to live, having prostate issues. So that right there is a must. So men need to keep it up. It's going to save your life as well. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to, like they say, if you don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah.
And it is a muscle, and because it is a muscle and you're not using it, it can atrophy. So
Yeah.
when you see a gentleman with the shrinkage, he's not jacking off. He's not. He's not doing nothing, and it's nubby. Okay, we got a nubby in the house.
Yes.
And you want to be able to get past all of that. You
Right.
have to understand, if and it's the same for true for women,
Yeah.
same for us.
Yeah.
If you don't use it, you lose it. A
Yeah.
lot of women have been taught, okay, well, once you hit menopause, your sex life is over. I tell everybody, fuck that shit. Okay.
Right.
That is not the case.
No.
I've done menopause. I'm past menopause, and I still, because I didn't have a guide. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I did not have a guide. My mother passed at 49. I did
Mhm.
not have a guide, and my grandmother was a hot mama. So yes, she was. Yes, I got it from her. Everybody thinks I get it. I did not get it from my mother. I got it from my grandmother.
Mhm.
Okay, just so everybody's clear on that. Mary Z. Martin, I love you. Mwah. Um, but it's not about not getting out here and staying sexually active just because you get older.
Yeah.
Some folks get it in the nursing home. They still getting it on with each other. They
And
still
they
get
gotta close the door and let them go. They don't stop them.
they don't, it's still possible, but if
Yes.
you don't use it, you will
Yeah.
lose it. It is
Yeah.
a muscle. It will, if any of you have ever been in an accident like I was, if any of you have ever even after a week or so of not using, maybe not being, maybe you sprained your ankle and you haven't
Yeah.
been able to walk on it for a week or so, you can start to see the atrophy.
Yeah.
What an atrophy means is a reducing muscle.
So,
um you can start to see that. And if you don't use your dick, gentlemen, and I'm not saying in a bad way, I'm talking about in
mhm.
a good way, um you will lose the muscle strength.
Yeah.
um so yeah, the push-ups, the towel that you, I just called it push-ups, but
Mhm.
the towel, I just gave it a name. The push-ups.
Yes, I like that.
um
Towel weights.
there you go. That one. You do those to get it to go up and down. And um you can also make sure, you can do your oh gosh, why did it just elude my brain? I just had it on the tip of my mouth. I got to laugh, and that's what I get. But you can rimming and
Right.
uh
Yeah.
the different things that you can do to kind of bring you to the brink. And then, I know I'm not using the term right now in my mind, but I know what I'm thinking. Bring it to the brink and then take it down, bring it to the brink and then take it down. You can do things like that. But you want to do things that are going to actually help you to not get any muscle atrophy.
Yeah.
So using your penis, don't stop. Okay, go ahead. Use your penis. um Making sure you're eating healthier is super important. um I'm going to also mention foods that will help you with blood circulation. So I'm going to give you a few things that we have found also that help with blood circulation in folks that are trying to do better. So you're, once again, we've talked about the beans, so your beans and beets, blueberries, okay, nuts and seeds, onions, pomegranate, and there's some good pomegranate juices out there.
Yeah.
Salmon, and once again, your garlic. These are some of the foods that can help with your blood circulation. There's definitely more, but
I I do know a lot of vegetables and fruits that are red. It's almost like you think of red, think of your heart.
mhm.
Tomatoes, watermelon, just like you said, the beets, those things are good for your blood circulation as well.
Yeah, and you, once again, a lot of times with these EDs, a lot of times, folks, gentlemen, it can be reversed.
Yeah.
It can be reversed naturally with diet and exercise.
Hmm.
Um, it does. You don't necessarily have to run out here and get a blue pill, but you do need to go find out the why.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and if the why is, okay, well, you have diabetes. There are people that have managed to get off of insulin by getting their diet and extras, getting their diet under control and getting their weight under control.
Right. Yeah.
And for those of you that don't know, because my mother was a diabetic and I learned this, there are different types of insulin. Everybody doesn't take the same kind.
Yeah.
So you can also wind up taking a lot less, even if you may still have to take some, it might not be what it would be to interfere with um, having erectile dysfunction.
And can I just say one thing? So I do
Mhm.
want to come to the women. Okay. So we talked about men, what you need to do. But
Mhm.
ladies, number one, you have to have patience with your man. He is going through something physically that has affected him mentally, but you are his support system. So you have to sit there and sometimes not be like, oh my God, you're making him feel even worse, because that's not going to help either one of you. Okay. You need to educate yourself to understand and then bring back romance. It's okay to massage your man and give him a bath. There's People are not into intimacy anymore. It's just about sex, right? That puts a lot of pressure on him, right? Because now he thinks like, oh, I got to perform. But there's ways to ease into it, massaging him, get dressed sexy, stop wearing the same hair that you always wear, put on some makeup, put on some different perfume, entice the senses, change the atmosphere, go to a hotel instead of your home. Go into the car like you did when you were little and you were younger, not little, but when you were younger. Um, Different things of that nature can actually spark something even in him, because sometimes women are always ready, and then some women, you don't want to have sex at all. You have given up on sex, which now what platform does he have to even keep an erection, because you're not even interested. So now he's seeking out other people just to try to feel like he's a man. So as a woman, it is your responsibility. I teach fellatio. Why? Because that is an amazing form of intimacy. Um, and there's so many different ways you can do it. It doesn't always have to achieve an orgasm. It can just be pleasure. Um, but I think that a lot of women don't take the responsibility to help their mate when he is having these issues. You are in a couple, you are one. If he's not doing well, you're not doing well. So we all have to kind of think about each other. And that's just like when men, when it comes to women in menopause and different things, it's not about that's her problem or that's his problem. It's our issue. And once you think as a team, you work as a team, you can solve those things as a team. And then there are alternatives. You are one on 100% if it don't ever work again.
Girl, please.
They got strap-ons. They got them in all different kind of sizes. Listen, if he can't please you one way, he can please you another.
He's
And
got
maybe you
fingers and a
can just,
tongue. Okay.
and I'm about to say exactly, he got this. If he can't do that well, you can teach him. And then there's still pleasurable ways you can give a man that can also give him, you suck his toes, lick his feet, girl, get the back of the knees, give him, prostate stimulation, a massage, baths. There's so much you can do that can actually make your relationship better sexually than just even sex itself. You got to explore, you got to learn your partner and not be scared to communicate. Because what you did with Henry, you can't do with Bob. Like what he did with Sally, he can't do with Sue. You got to learn how to customize that relationship, that sexual relationship for each other. And that's how you're going to get to the next level. Whatever happens in that relationship, there's always a way to get out of it if it's negative. I'm here to
And like you said, and I like that, because that's something that we talk about on the show, intimacy. You're
Mhm.
right, because everybody, we talk, what I compare it to is everybody wants like these instant grits relationships
Yeah,
where you just add water and then you can't understand why they don't work, because you didn't go get the slow cook grits.
exactly.
You went and got the instant ones, so they took just a few seconds. You didn't go
You
get the
don't
ones that
taste
take,
the same, ain't got the same
right,
consistency, you
ain't got
work
no
hard.
love.
Yeah,
It's like the cardboard they came out of.
exactly.
You know,
Give me them
you
slow country grits, baby. You got to stir and
mm,
thicken it up and add. Yes, that's a relationship.
that's a relationship. You all
Yeah,
are looking at the wrong things, thinking about the wrong things.
yeah,
And this part of the relationship, I'm going to venture to say, not knowing everybody's business, but I'm going to venture to say that this is going to happen later on down the line in your relationship. And how you handle it
Mm-hmm.
as a woman,
Yes.
Auntie Angel is absolutely 10,000% correct. We have to do better
Yeah.
to support and understand what is going on. And
Yeah.
a lot of times, our men don't want to go to the doctors. We've got to make sure that they go. Because if you know what the issue is, you
Yes.
possibly, like I said earlier, a lot of this stuff can be
Mhm.
changed.
Yes. Yes.
And
Yeah.
if you're doing the cooking, ladies, you're doing the cooking, slip in some beets, slip in some salads,
Yes.
slip in some spinach, slip in some.
Yeah, and they taste amazing. Add in a little garlic, even if you're doing some butter that with no salt. I ain't gonna really try to add too much salt, but you can do canola oil or whatever. I actually like the oil that's in the garlic, the one
Mm-hmm.
that's already minced up. They already have that oil in it because garlic, I mean, but spinach makes its own fluids anyway. There's so many ways to change it because I've gained so much more weight. I used to be fluffy, then I got skinny. I'm a yo-yo. I am into relationships and we go out to eat and all that stuff. And we both just made the decision. We're finna go natural. We're finna cut out a lot of this stuff because I'm 54. I'm gonna be 54. I'm not getting younger. And my body can only handle so much. The same with my man. And I want us to live, I want to have sex until we in our 80s, 90s. We got a long way to go.
Right.
Right? So we got to get it together now because I'm like, sir, my appetite is huge. Not just talking about food.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we most definitely got to think much smarter when it comes to what we put in our body.
Um, let's see. Nathan said, "That's what I said. While you are getting healthy, you you can partner with Bob, the pleasure lady, even if you can't stay hard. Um, I don't know what the
Yeah,
IMO. Her pleasure in priority is priority one.
yeah,
You know what? That's pleasure to me is both of y'all's
yeah,
priority.
yeah, yeah,
It's everybody's priority. It shouldn't just be you just prioritize my pleasure and I don't prioritize yours.
yeah.
It has to be.
I'm actually more turned on turning him on.
Me too.
Like just to
Me too.
see his reactions to things that I do and how I do it and his oh my God, the rivers are flowing. Like that is my pleasure to pleasure him. So that's my way of us both being fed pleasurably. So I do agree with him, but some people are sexually selfish.
Yeah.
And that's one of the problems that a lot of people are having in a relationship because he wants to just have an orgasm or she does or whatever the case may be. And it's just so much more. As you get older, your priorities change,
Yeah.
And that also happens sexually. My pleasure is his pleasure. I don't know how
And
to
you
describe it
yeah,
any other way.
you learn more. You
Yeah,
learn you learn as you get older. You learn what you like, you learn what you don't like, you learn what you will do, you learn what you don't want to do.
right.
And then it changes the only constant, and we all change as we get
Mhm.
what we were doing back in our 20s, we not doing in our 30s. What we was doing in our 30s, we not doing in our 40s. What we were
You
doing in our
trying
40s,
to,
right? We not
you
shoot,
trying
girl.
to, it just don't work out the same way. You be like, oh, wait a minute.
What I was doing in my 30s, I'm not doing in my 60s because my leg don't do that no more.
You
But
be
I'm
on that
just
Charlie
saying,
horse. You like, wait a minute, I got Charlie horse. You gotta stop, break, relax,
I think I
move
pulled a
around. You
muscle.
gotta go back, girl.
I got pulled a muscle.
Jesus,
So you gotta you gotta know your limitations when you get a little older, okay?
I ain't
Uh,
giving up though. I ain't giving up. Let's go back. We come back.
and the next thing you know, you can't walk right the next day for 2-3 days. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Baby, give me the ice
Oh
pack.
God. I said growing older sometimes can be one of the cruelest things, baby. If you don't take care of yourself, oh my gosh, it's not
Mm-mm.
fun. It's not fun.
And
And younger people don't listen.
and the thing of it is that you can oh honey, I know what a bob is. I sell all of those. I sell the bobs. I couldn't tell. Oh, in my opinion. Okay, thank you. That's the part I didn't get.
They
Battery
break
operated
down, yeah, they
boyfriend. I
break
know
down
about
their
the
little stuff.
vibes.
I talk in full sentences. I don't be knowing half of the stuff. I felt
I
so
know. I'm
old.
like, what? Yeah, my people are good. They will help me because they know. I'm like,
Yeah.
huh?
But I'm gonna
um,
use that now. I got that. Okay.
I got the
In my
bob.
opinion. In
I
my
got
opinion and
my
Bob.
my bobs are sitting right here. Okay, they're right next to the bed.
Yeah, mine is in the bedroom. These are the non-operating battery ones, but I got the other ones. These you gotta use yourself.
Get to it yourself. So a lot of things, like I said, a lot of things we can do to prevent ED.
Yeah.
That's one of the best things I hope that you guys get out of this conversation.
Yes.
And then I hope you try some of the different techniques and some of the things that um, Angel has talked about, because it is so important that we do get back to intimacy.
Yes.
I think that is very, very key, because number one, we're not having those conversations.
Exactly.
And so when you don't, and I get it, gentlemen, I understand it's a lot to unload, and it's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary to say that, I'm having some difficulties,
Yeah.
however you want to put it. I can't get it up, but
Mm-hmm.
the first step to possibly changing everything is admitting that there is an issue or there's a problem.
Yeah.
If you don't say anything, don't expect your partner to know.
Yeah.
And I get that it's scary, and I get that you're wondering, will she still be there? Or will he still be in your life after you say X, Y, and Z? But if you say nothing,
Yeah. You
the
do
the
yourself a disservice.
right, and it might be one of those conversations that we've talked about, how to talk to each other.
Yeah.
It's like this, side by side, not confrontational, and let's sit down and let's have this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows, the internet, once again, the internet is absolutely great. Hey, Florence.
Hey, hey, Flo.
The internet is.
That's my friend. That's my boyfriend's one of his best friends. That's my
Oh,
girl.
hey, welcome to Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. um One of the great things about this is that the internet can be used for good, folks. It can be used to educate you.
Yeah.
You all could sit down, and this is part of intimacy, doing the research together.
Yeah.
Um, having full disclosure, having those tough conversations, and you could possibly find something together in order to, okay, let's go to the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what's going on. Let's see what the doctor says. Try to find yourself a doctor that's not only about the medicine, because remember, I want everybody to remember this, because especially with this election that just passed, big farm is big money.
Yes.
Doctors are paid to sell drugs.
Yeah.
Okay, so please understand that when you're going and they issue you a pill before they talk about anything else.
Yeah.
Try to find yourself a doctor that is not only a doctor with medicine, but also is a doctor that's holistic.
Yeah.
And they are out there. I have found several because I ask questions.
Yeah.
Um, and they will tell you both things that you can try. Try this first, this first, this first, and then we'll do surgery.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll put you on medication.
Yeah.
But if the first thing they want to do is stick you on medication and send you out the front door, to me, that's a little suspect.
Yeah. Yep. I work at a doctor's office. I see it all day.
Just a little suspect.
Yeah. And it's crazy because even though I shouldn't do this, a lot of patients will call and I'll be like, let me tell you what you should try. You should do this, and I kind of give them a little, and I'm like, listen, I'm not a doctor. I'm just giving you some advice outside of, because a lot of times these people are doing the same thing over and over and not getting a good result. That's insanity, right? So sometimes you have to think outside the box. And so I do put my job on the line, but Angel was always there. I can't help myself. I'm like, girl, you got a yeast infection. You need to go get you some some yogurt. I mean, it's like use natural things to help instead of just pushing all these drugs inside your body because you have an effect, a cause and effect. So yeah. And one thing
And
I want to say before we wrap it up, because I'm not sure how long we're going to be on here,
yeah,
is one thing that I've learned in relationships is that you need to make sure your mate is your best friend. I didn't have that before. And when I found that out, it makes those difficult conversations easier because you're talking to your friend. Lovers, hard to talk to because that's all you have in common is sex. Parenting, sometimes all you have in common are the children. Business partners, the same. But when you are able to have all of those, and the top is that friendship, everything else trickles down. Talking about sex, talking about infectious diseases, talking about cheating, talking about your past, your future, your fears, those things become just normal conversations. And that is what a lot of us are lacking is the friendship. Because if that is the case, him saying, baby, I've been trying to get your penis up for a couple of days and it's just not working. Like, is it me? Is it you? What's going on? He opens up, well, blah, 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 blah. But if you don't have that friendship, it's hard to even start that conversation. Everyone's on eggshells. Because again, like you said, I don't want them to leave me. I don't care about you leaving me because if your penis ain't working and you don't know why it's working, you ain't trying to fix it, we don't have a relationship anyway. I need us to figure this out so we can figure out if I need to go and I'm good with that. Okay,
right,
you can watch, but let me know what's going on. So so I think that that's another thing with anything, the friendship.
and a lot of people, like I said, we get into these relationships quick, fast, and in a hurry. I gotta have somebody. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. You have all this pressure put on you from the outside world, and this is
Yeah,
what your life is supposed to look like, and this is you're supposed to have, the dog name spot and the 2.2 children, and pick white picket fence by a certain age, and da 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 da. And there's a lot of outside influences and a lot of outside pressure put on you, and that can't be healthy for your relationship
mhm,
either, because if you miss the mark on anything, you got other people that, why aren't you pregnant yet, why aren't you, you know
yeah.
it's
And
all
guess
these
what? I
other.
was married with the white picket fence with the two children and the dog, and I was miserable
Hmm.
because that was what people told me I needed to have, and I was like, no, I don't want that. Next. And people was like, oh, because again, like you said, having people in your relationship giving you their opinion, you tell 10 people about your relationship, you're going to have 10 totally different opinions about what you should do. That's why you should be friends with your mate and you discuss what you need to. You can reach out to one or two people who you feel are significant, who really want to help you, but everyone should not know what's going on under your roof as well, because that put more stress on him who can't get it up, because now his friends like, oh man, your penis ain't good, she gonna cheat or whatever. He gets insecure. You just keep your stuff at home.
Right.
Talk to your doctor, change your diet, make love to each other mentally, and then the physical can come eventually if it doesn't come right away.
And a lot of it, like I said, like we said at the beginning of this, a lot of this can be reversed.
You can.
it
It most
can
definitely
it can be reversed,
yeah.
and you have to make those decisions mentally, physically, emotionally, that you want to change is the only constant, guys. As long as you have breath in your body, you can make a change. This is what my father you taught me all these years ago. And y'all know me. I lost my mom when I was 17 and my dad when I was 16. And my father instilled in me that change is the only constant.
Yeah.
That's the only change. You come into this world with your name and you leave with this name. You don't leave with nothing else. You ain't got nothing
And you
else.
might not even have the same name because people, Muhammad Ali was Cassius Clay. Okay.
Right.
So,
That's it. You might you might not. I'm Miss Juicy. My tombstone might say that. Okay, it may
I
not
know.
have my government name
They
on
better
there.
put a grapefruit somewhere on my tombstone, baby. Somewhere.
Right. So it's gonna be it's gonna be Miss Juicy died and Miss Juicy is here. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the thing of it is that when you're having, I think I feel when you're having difficulties, and I have to admit, I had a difficulty in my life. I had two of them, and the gentleman that I was with at that time, and him and I are still very good friends. Um, he stood by me through two scares in my life,
Mm-hmm.
and that's one of the reasons why we will never not be friends. Because when the chips were down and it was tough for me, especially since he knew how I was prior to my last accident, where I
Mm-hmm.
almost lost my whole left leg. You're talking about a dancer here
Wow.
who almost lost her whole leg.
Yeah.
And he's like, baby, we'll come up with some new positions.
Come on. I'll get you that
So,
prosthetic so you can get that juke.
right, if we got it, don't do this, this, and this. Okay, well, we can
Right.
do this, and this. So I
Exactly.
have nerve damage to my left leg. I still have my leg. They saved my leg, but I have nerve damage. It don't move like it used to. It don't do this. He said, no problem. I got you.
Right.
That's the kind of person you want
Come on.
in your life. That's the kind of person that you want to support you.
Yes.
And that's why him and I will always be friends. I don't care. Everybody knows. Anybody that's after him knows that's still my friend. I don't
Yeah.
care what you, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, at a difficult time, he was there and he did not move and he was solid. Same thing should happen with you and your partner.
Yeah.
And we're going to figure it out. We're going to work together. We're going to work through it.
Right.
And don't let your pride stand in the way of what you need or what you want. That's
Yeah.
something else my father used to tell me.
Come on.
Because
Absolutely.
you fellas, don't get so prideful that you don't find out the causes. Not all doctors are bad.
Yeah.
Not all diagnoses are going to be bad.
Right.
Some things you can fix
Yes.
on your own when it comes to erectile dysfunction. And
Yeah.
we've mentioned it, and I'll say it again. Diet and exercise are
Yeah.
two of the major things that you can do to change ED.
Yeah. Have you noticed that there's so many younger men that's getting it now than older men? Like
Yeah.
I've talked to a lot of younger girls, and they're saying that guys in their 20s and 30s are actually experiencing them. I'm not now. I don't have the data of why. I don't know if it's the marijuana or if it's just the lifestyle or this. It could be the food we're eating. But go
I
ahead.
was going to say one of the other things that's doing it, and there is some research out there, is the wearing of their pants.
There you go. Them tight old little jeans.
Them tight
Little
jeans
fits.
and the ones they're changing the gait of their walk,
Yes.
and
Yes.
they're waddling and not
Yeah.
walking.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
men, I always gonna make this T-shirt: ducks waddle, men walk.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. They don't want to crease their gym shoes, so they walk a different way so they don't get a crease. And I'm like, come on, y'all.
so
You
what?
are making up your body for materialistic stupidness.
And what happens is there men's hips are not supposed to flare. Women's hips flare to
Right.
have children.
Right.
Okay. Men's hips are not supposed to flare, but because you're changing the gait of your
Yeah.
walk,
They're walking like this instead
they're
of
walking like this. And
yeah.
what happens is it's hitting a nerve from what I researched a little bit on this from the black doctors, is that it's hitting their body isn't used to going like that. So it's starting to cause impotency.
Yeah.
And it's all connected. It's supposed to go straight up and down for men, and
Yeah.
it's not. And so they're having a lot more ED. And
Yeah.
once again, along with that ED comes violence,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They're
it's
frustrated.
violence against the women
Yeah.
because they don't know what's going on with their bodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we gotta
They needed this conversation. This conversation needed to be done. Yeah.
and I
Thank
hope so. Hope everybody got something out of it. I know
you.
I love talking to you, of course. So it was so much fun.
Thank
And
you.
tell
Thank you.
everybody, tell them how to reach you, tell them what you're doing. We got to do that. We got to do that.
Yes. Okay. So Auntie Angel is still here. My website right now is down. I'm working on it, but let me give you my website still. It's angels with an S, eroticsolutions.com. Um, I give my phone number out. The reason why is because that is my work line. So if you need to reach me, you can text me at 708-785-8813. I am now located in Detroit. I was in Chicago. Everything is still the same. I still travel the world. I am about to start a podcast myself soon. I'm going to give details about that. So it's going to have a lot of information. My boyfriend is probably going to be part of my podcast because we want to do a relationship thing. Um, but I am, let me see. I have some good stuff that's coming. I don't want to say too much. I'm talking to my niece. She's a lawyer, so we're kind of working on. She got already some structured for me to have my to expand Angel, where other women can actually. I teach them, and they actually can go out and teach my techniques because I got you. Because it's only so much that I can do.
No. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Exactly. So that is on the go. So there's a lot of good things. I'm gonna bring my t-shirt line back out because everyone is doing these t-shirts, and I'm like, look, let me get my brand out there. I do have an OnlyFans now.
Oh, really?
And so yes, I do. My boyfriend is most definitely part of it. And then if you want to reach me, you most definitely can go to my Facebook page, Denise Angel Walker. And then I do have some other Facebook pages that I'm really not that active on. I do have TikTok and Instagram, but I'm more on Facebook than anything. But the more I expand, the more I most definitely will let you know. And then I will be working with you next year. We're going to be doing something big so people can come out and experience and see me in what's she saying? I should have my angel certificate already. You have gotten your angel wings, honey. Cause you got more angel wings than anybody else, Cat. You are certified a dick connoisseur, layup. Okay. Yeah, she is a dick connoisseur. But I do on my website. So let me see real quick. I know I'm showing all of that. So I do still have my DVDs. I know a lot of people don't purchase them, but I do have downloads. I do have downloads on my website. So I still am teaching. Eventually, I will expand it. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do it. And that is really me in a nutshell. Life is good. I'm fishing, so there's so many other different things going on. Just enjoying life. Life is worth living. Don't let anyone keep you in a box and tell you what you can and cannot do. Live your life to the fullest, because that is what I'm doing. At 54, I look great. I'm in love, and life is great.
Yeah. And I gotta thank your king for keeping that beautiful smile. I love him. I love him so much. I think I am so. I mean, I know that we go back.
Yeah.
We go back a while. So I know the difference between the glow that I'm seeing now and the glow I wasn't seeing before. So
yeah, my life was because he asked me, just because I know we're wrapping it up, like, what happened with Angel? Like, why haven't you pursued it? I said I didn't believe in it anymore. It was like me teaching people how to satisfy their man. And yet I don't have a real man next to me. Did not make sense to me. What I'm not is a liar. What you see is what you get. I'm the true definition of I love love. And if I'm not in love and I can't teach you what I don't possess. Even though I have a boatload of great fellatio techniques, I can teach you how to suck somebody's dick. That's great. But it's more than just that. This is something that you evolve with someone you love, your husband, your fiance, someone you want to be in your life, the long-term baby daddy, whatever you want to name them. But this is not something you just do with anybody and everyone. And I didn't have that. So I had to take a break. And now, I learned new techniques since I've been with him. Girl, y'all don't even know. I be trying to tell these women in Detroit, y'all need to get on some angel tips. One of the girl that was on here, Flo, she was trying to tell her friends as well. Listen, Angel was the truth. Because I done did some stuff with him I ain't never did with nobody else.
Let me just say, y'all, this woman and this queen, this phenomenon, okay? That's you're supposed to give people their flowers, and I want to give you some right now because you believed in me. when, like you, I probably at that time was not believing in myself.
Yeah.
And EEE for me, the original one was a labor of love. But to go back over the pictures and to 2017 in Chicago was
Yeah.
unbelievable. And the one thing I never got to do, first of all, is say thank you.
Oh, no, don't make me cry. Don't do
I'm not
that.
gonna make you cry. I'm not gonna cry because I'm not allowed to cry on the show.
Okay.
But I get misty eyed anyway, and I cry anyway. But it's not real cry. We just fake it. No.
I know. No.
No. But seriously,
Yeah.
knowing who you were back then at 2017, and you came out and you were there for 2 days, and you partied with us, and you
Yeah.
joked around with us, and you laughed with us, and you did not have to do that.
Yes, I did because I had fun.
But I had never.
Yeah.
I've never forgotten that, and I never properly got to thank you for that. And it meant
You're so welcome.
it meant the world to me. And I am gonna send you those pictures.
Please do.
It's hilarious to me. But you guys, this is a wonderful woman. If you want to learn, I don't know why people are sleeping on you, but we're gonna wake them the fuck up. Wake up, damn it, wake up, because she gonna come back and join us some more. She gonna. Look, just do one. Oh, just go ahead. Just go ahead and do one. Ain't nobody. There you go. Just one. Thank you, Jesus. Fellas, you will thank you. Fellas, every time she tries to have a class, y'all better sign your women up. Okay, stop playing. Matter of fact, you need to bring your ass to the class too. So it could be a couple things.
And I really want to do a couples. I think that's what we talked about for your event too. Do a couples because there's so much men need to know about and ask questions. And I mean, it's all about women, but there's all about we're doing this for our man.
Right.
Like, why shouldn't we just be comfortable enough to just have this adult conversation? And I would love to, let's do a weekend. Like, that's my ultimate goal. Do a weekend, have workshops. They go to their room, they do the workshops, come back, we talk about it. Like,
let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen.
All right.
We'll talk.
Yeah. And I know Kat most definitely can put all that to help put that together too, because that's her forte.
We can make that happen. That's easy peasy. We can make that happen.
I love it. Go somewhere beautiful, isolated.
And it's gonna be exclusive, y'all.
Yeah,
so
very.
Make sure you get your tickets. When we put it up, you might want to get them quickly because it ain't gonna be no 100 of you. Okay.
Exactly. No. It's intimate.
Intimate, right? Yeah. Right. We can make that.
And you just have to make sure you get in the next session. If you miss that one, you guys got to get sick. You get in the next section. Okay?
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, beautiful. I can't wait. Welcome. Oh gosh, I wish hugs. I gotta hug her again. Oh, and I can't wait. Hopefully, you can come back and join us sometime.
Absolutely. Whenever you want me, just give me a holler. I'm here.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed it, and everybody. Once again, thank you, Auntie Angel, for being here. Everybody on Facebook, she's Denise Angel Walker.
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to look for her, make sure you follow her on Facebook and all her platforms.
Yeah.
And make sure you come back next Monday night. That's what we need y'all to do. Okay. Come back and join Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. We'll be back next Monday night, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, 8:30 Central, 6:30 for people out on the West Coast, and for our family in Barbados, 10:30. Okay, guys.
I thought I was in Barbados, baby, because I was I was in the bed chilling. I was like, wait a minute. Watching TV with Paul. Girl, fine.
Y'all, you were fine. You were fine. No. That was hilarious. I'm like, that's fun. So come on back. Hopefully next week we'll have the whole crew here. But if not, it'll be me. We'll have a great topic for you guys. And I hope you learned something tonight. Please, 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 if you are on our feed on YouTube, please hit like and subscribe. Thank you, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in to another wonderful, marvelous Monday here on Juicy Tales Erotic Chat. And thank you.